But I think that's the secret to making good videos. It's not the specs, it's something more. Times this week have I got that shot of me walking? All right, it's day 2 officially of marathon training. Today's just another easy run. Tomorrow's my long run, so the first 2 days of the week are all pretty easy in preparation for the long run. You know, I really do like having this monitor here because I can check my framing versus kind of shooting blind with just the camera, which is totally fine because it's a wide angle. So I mean, if you don't get what you need in the frame, then see, this is what you look like. Lately, my vlogs have really been, I've been using the Insta360 Go 3 a lot instead of my big fancy camera. And honestly, I've been loving it. And that kind of just reminded me, the secret to making good videos isn't the camera gear, it's the subject matter. And if you actually enjoy what you're doing, which I love running and I love being able to talk to people on my runs. So it's kind of like a best of both worlds for me, at least. Like honestly, when I'm editing these things, I probably cut 60% of me like talking with these like the Insta360 clips, just because I talk a lot. But I think that's the secret to making good videos. It's not the specs, it's something more. You know, the way I have this mounted, it's just magnetized to my shirt. You'll able to see it. I'll just say this, I'm really testing the stability or the stabilization on this because it's just bouncing up and down on my shirt. I'm just trying to find a different solution than just mounting it on my head all the time. It's trying to find a good shot, you know? What do we have here? A half-eaten chicken wing. You know, I normally don't run on this side of the street. Maybe I should. It's free food. All right, I think I'm turning around right here. It's a short one today. Also, see what those guys are doing back there? I think they're loading speakers in, but I'm not really sure. All right, that was a good run. It was an easy run. I didn't need all the layers, but about that really shaky, awful footage you just had to watch. I'm sorry for putting you through that. I'm not going to attach it with the. Basically what I did was I used the magnet and I just attached it to my jacket, and I thought that the stabilization was going to be good enough to be able to like withstand. It wasn't, and it was hard for me to edit, so I know it was hard for you to watch. I trimmed down as much as I could while still keeping the story intact. Check out this car. See that right there? That's not the car I would choose for this climate, but I mean. Savannah and I figured out last night at like 9 o'clock that we're actually going to California next week it's for work. We didn't actually know we were officially going, and we didn't book any flights or anything like that till last night. And let me just tell you, the travel arrangements are well, I also said that already to camera, but with this thing, apparently if you hold it like this, the way I have it set up, if you hold it like this, it's vertical, and like this, it's horizontal. I didn't know that, so I had to cut that out of the, that's why I'm telling you now. I wanna go outside, but it's supposed to rain pretty much all day. And normally that wouldn't bother me, but I wanna take this camera out, and well, they say that this thing's weatherproof, but I don't completely trust that, and I really wanna go outside. It's dark. Is that better? I think it's better. I ran out of ways to I ran out of ways to really incorporate making coffee in my vlog, and since I'm making yet another cup, not true actually, I went downstairs to get the first cup, so this is the first cup I'm making, but it's the second cup that I'm consuming. Well, here we are, me talking to you while you make coffee like this kind of coffee, you want to have a 1:16 ratio, basically meaning however many grounds are in here, you multiply that by 16, and that's how much you make total. I actually have like 20 grams, 40 grams, like 25 gram, 30, like all those like measurements memorized. Mostly just because I've done the calculations so many times that well. The beginning of today's video was shot on 3 completely separate cameras, and they range from anywhere from $50 all the way up to $7,000. I think the thing that I love the most about making videos isn't using nice gear, or isn't using it's not gear related at all. The biggest thing that I love is being able to communicate and convey different ideas and different thoughts. One, because I think it's really therapeutic, but also two, I think that's a big thing that humans were made to do. We were made to be creative, we were made to contribute, and when you make videos about things that you're passionate about, there's something there that it's hard to describe unless you've actually done it. And if you've done it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And all that to be said, it doesn't matter about the gear or anything else, even though the gear is nice and it does let you do specific things, depending on what the gear is. The most important thing, and this is something I have to remind myself of like on a daily basis, the most important thing is the idea or the thought behind the video, not what the video's made with or shot on. Also, Savannah is currently gone today, and it's still raining outside. A low boil right now. Well, pretty much all the snow's gone in less than 24 hours. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just walking around. You see this cable right here? It goes all the way up. What could that possibly be used for?